Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy. My husband is Paul. We are so happy you joined us today. And if you are new here, well, a big warm welcome to you. Today's video, we're going to be talking about old-fashioned frugality, the mindset. You use something up, you wear something out, or you repurpose something into something else. And this goes way back. Today, we're just going to share some simple, basic things that Paul and I do pretty much on an everyday basis. We hope this encourages you and helps you to save a little bit of money so that you can use that money for whatever you need it for. Number one, I love a good, simple repurposing hack. And this one is brand new to us. This is the first time we have ever tried it, and we were so excited for it. So we are going to show you how to take something that most people would throw out and reuse it again. Here you go. This is a great little hack, and we are going to see if it actually works. I buy these peppercorn grinders. McCormick makes them, and they come with a great little built-in grinder. And I always just hated to throw it away. I also have some pink Himalayan sea salt that had a grinder on it, but the grinder broke. This is a totally different brand. This is Nature's Promise. So I was wondering, is there any way to repurpose this McCormick grinder? We buy these for about $1.50 at ShopRite. I went online and they said if you heat this plastic part right here, this should pop right off. I am going to use my handy dandy blow dryer to heat this up. Okay? This is glass, so you're going to use caution with this. So let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Yep. Came right off. And how long did I heat that up for?
Not even a minute.
Not even a minute. We had tried to take it off just by pulling on it a little bit, and it was on there firm. So just that little bit of heat just loosened it. There you go. Now we're going to take our pink Himalayan sea salt and add it right to our peppercorn medley. There's a little bit left in there, and I'm just going to leave it in. It's not going to hurt it. So I'm just going to put my funnel in there. Add our pink Himalayan sea salt. This may work out great. We're going to just pop this back on. There it goes. Snap right back on. Got a little bowl. I don't want to waste this, so let's see. There you go. It is a perfect hack. So instead of just tossing this, heat it gently. Again, use caution. It is glass. This worked like a charm. If you have one of these, don't throw it away. And you can buy your spices in bulk and do it this way. No expensive grinder needed. I am going to wash this out, pull the label off, and we'll make some cinnamon sugar mixture in here. Win-win. That was so amazing to us. We didn't even get that plastic top very, very hot. I mean, it was warm. You could feel it, but it literally loosened it. It popped right off. We have a brand new grinder. You could wash it out if you needed to, use it for whatever. But why throw it away? It was perfectly good. Our second old-fashioned frugal idea is something that Paul and I keep in our home. It's a bag filled with something. What is it? Well, it's something that allows me to enjoy my vintage jewelry passion at a fraction of the cost. What could it possibly be? Now, I have showed you this before. It is our button jar. It was my mom's, and she passed it on to me. Look at all these amazing, beautiful, colorful buttons. Always keep your buttons. But now I want to show you something else that we keep. We also keep a broken jewelry bag. And this has served invaluable time and time again. I love vintage jewelry, you know that, but a lot of times what happens is the stones will fall out or the clasps will break, As you can see here, you can get these pieces for near nothing. At flea markets and tag sales, you can see this one. I've used several of these out of here. You never know when you need to repair a piece of vintage jewelry. So this was my grandmother's, if you can see it. Absolutely beautiful. You see these tiny little stones in it. If these stones were to fall out, we could take them out of here, glue them right in. It would be perfect. Same thing with the little stones in here. Or if I wanted to repurpose this beautiful piece, I could take the stones out of this and add it right here with a little glue. This was a beautiful piece. I believe it was my grandmother's. Just gorgeous. All the stones were in it, but the clasp was completely gone. And there was no place to even add a hook here to clip it. So Paul was very creative. He took a piece of a necklace that we had and then a little clasp that he added on this end. And now I can wear this and no one knows the difference. So those old pieces of jewelry that you may not use anymore, that you find bags of at tag sales, things like that, you'll never know when you'll need a clasp from the end, or some of these pretty little jewels, a clip back for an earring. So creative, so useful. That one to me is so fun. We're always looking through boxes at tag sales and flea markets, and people are always looking to get rid of like junk jewelry. You can make such beautiful creations out of repurposing someone else's, what they consider junk, or even your own jewelry that maybe has broken or failed. So keep this tip in mind and you can really repurpose jewelry into beautiful creations. Number 3, what is better than making delicious, nutritious food? We really strive for zero food waste in our home. There is just so many things you can do with leftovers, with bits and pieces of meat and vegetables and proteins and starches to make a complete and wonderful meal. Another way you can have some delicious food is saving those bits and pieces in the freezer and then creating this. Now I keep a bag of chicken skin and chicken bones in the freezer, and today is the day we're going to replenish our stock supply. This all makes wonderful stock. Put it in my crock pot. I add some cut up carrots and celery, some onion powder or cut up fresh onion, some cracked peppercorns, two heads of fresh crushed garlic, a little bit of salt. I also add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and that helps break down the bones. I cover everything with water, give it a good mix, put it on high, and I just let it cook till the bones and the meat have just broken down and the vegetables have given off everything they can. So this cooked about 10 hours on high, and everything is just coming off the bone. It is extremely hot. I am going to let it cool. I cannot handle it right now. Once it cools down, we'll strain it, get the bones off, and then we will put it in the refrigerator promptly. This is going to make such an amazing stock for our freezer. So here is our broth out of the refrigerator. I will skim some of that fat off. I will leave a little. And then what I do is just put it in a bunch of little containers that are food safe and that I have repurposed for this exact reason time and time again. And when I need broth, I pull it out of the freezer. So make sure you start a food safe container in your freezer. Fill it with beef bones, chicken bones, scraps of vegetables, maybe carrot peels, onion peels, celery that maybe's wilted a little bit and may not be great in a fresh salad. Well, you can make a beautiful stock with that. I usually separate my beef bones from my chicken bones. That's just the way we like it. So we either have a pure beef stock or a pure chicken stock, but you do what works for you. Another old-fashioned tip that we use on a daily basis is, again, to waste no food. But what about the food that we can't eat, like eggshells? Or maybe we weren't diligent and some of our produce actually spoiled. Well, we're going to show you what we do with it. Easy peasy, and anyone can start this, maintain it, and really grow some amazing food and flowers from this.
So here's a look at our compost. I don't know if you remember a few videos back, I mentioned that we compost all year long. It doesn't matter if it's wintertime, snow, everything goes in here. Table scraps and eggshells. We save our eggshells and throw them right in there, and that adds calcium to our dirt. So this spring we're going to have a marvelous garden. Don't forget to compost, guys. Anything you can make to hold a compost container outside, or you can make one out of wood. It doesn't take much. This is how we get our soil all ready for the spring.
Go online, Google how to start a small outdoor compost pile, and you will be surprised how easy it is and how beneficial it is to growing your own food. It is so important that we strive to bring in some fresh food that we can grow ourselves. Saves money, more nutritious, and gives you such a feeling of empowerment. Please remember, as we always tell you, no meat products go in a compost, no fats, nothing like that. You want to keep it pretty much organic matter. Our last suggestion is something else people did to save money was use an item for multiple purposes. If you have an item that you only use once a year or twice a year and you stick it in a closet, can you be using that item other times of the year to simplify your life, to organize your life, and to make life that much better? Because a lot of times we store things that we may just pull out once or twice a year. And I was guilty of that. But I am going to show you what I did to really simplify and enhance my life here in the kitchen. This is the corner of my kitchen counter right now. You know we keep it real. It doesn't always look like this. A lot of times I am busy at the kitchen table, and when it comes to time to eat, I will clean this off and just place it here. I need to find a better, more organized way to do this. Really unsightly. Here is a basket that I bought at a tag sale in Lancaster. It was filled with these gorgeous kitchen towels. And I kind of have not been using this basket to its full potential once I put the towels away. So here is the beautiful basket. Now what I'm going to do is see how I can organize this. A lot of times I take baskets and just put them away for parties, line them with a cloth, and then put rolls in them or chips or something like that. But this we're actually going to make functional. So actually, after I went through everything and put everything that didn't belong here where it belonged, I have all this left. What I'm going to try to do is organize it and simplify my life. I'm also adding my flyers in here, which is absolutely perfect. And another thing, my happy planner fits perfectly. So much calmer and everything is at my fingertips. How much better does that look? Now when I walk into the kitchen and I see that the table might be cluttered from me doing busy work, even if I gather what is on the table and put it in that basket to sort later, I'm still ahead of the game. It's not laying all over my counter. I'm going to be diligent to put things away and not put them in the basket unless there's something I use every day. But even if I can just declutter the table in an orderly manner, then I come out ahead. We hope this video was so encouraging and helpful. Today's question of the day: what is your best old-timey tip to reuse something, use something up, or to repurpose something that you do on a daily or weekly basis? Because you all are so creative and we learn so much from you. And I know you as viewers all learn from each other. That's just so wonderful. So please share that down below. Please give this a big thumbs up. It helps us so much to get our videos out there on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're new here, come on in. Hit that subscribe button and become part of our Frugal family. We ask you to be well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, may God greatly bless you.